it's Squeezy. And today I would like to talk about doctors. Doctors are amazing people. They're the ones that tell you when you have an STD. They're the ones that give you an implant so you can be a slag without restrictions. They're the ones that tell you that the baby isn't yours so you don't have to suffer in life. But even though doctors are useful, sometimes they say stuff that just doesn't make sense. Like, I remember this one time I told my doctor that my pubic hair was too curly. But then my doctor told me that the reason why my pubic hair was too curly was because I have a big dick. So I'm there like, what the fuck? How does me having a big dick make my pubic hair really curly? Like, what the fuck, man? Some doctors just need to chill on the drugs and just give them out. Like, give out drugs, do not use the drugs. Like, sometimes you go to the doctors because you have a headache. Then they will check you and then ask you if you're sexually active. Like, how does me being sexually active help me to avoid a headache? Plus, I thought the less connection you have with girls, the less headaches you get. Because girls are the ones that cause headaches in the first place. And why do doctors always tell you to brush your teeth every after a meal? Like, I don't know about you, but every time I try to brush my teeth every after a meal, I just end up throwing up everything I ate. Like shit everywhere, because I'm full of shit. Or when doctors ask you, so how much exercise do you do in a week? And you can tell their aim is to shame you. Like, what they're trying to say is, why are you so fat? Why are you such a skinny piece of shit? It also doesn't make sense when doctors ask you, does it hurt? Like, yes, it hurts when you squeeze my balls. I used to have this weird doctor, he would squeeze your balls and then ask you if it hurts. Of course it fucking does. You know, now that I'm fully grown, I think that doctor was a pedo. Like, back then when I was young, I thought he was just being too friendly, but I don't think squeezing my balls that's a bit pedo-like, innit? So I now know that that doctor was a pedo. Like, back then I had no idea. I was so young and innocent. I didn't think that someone squeezing your balls was a bad thing. But then now I know that it's only a pedo that would do something like that. I don't even remember why he used to squeeze my balls. He used to make up this excuse that I had herpes, that's why he used to have to squeeze my balls. Actually, he probably was right. I probably had herpes, you know. Wait, I actually remember now. I used to have like a problem with my balls, that my balls would swing so much. So I asked him why that was, and then he told me that if he squeezed my balls, it would stop me from them swinging everywhere. And yeah, that's what the doctor told me. So he was a perverted pedophile rapist or something. He was a messed up doctor, now I know. I can't believe I fell for that. Then this one time I told my doctor that every time I fart, there's always a noise. Like, you know when you fart and there's always a noise? I hate it. Like, I used to hate it so much. So I went to the doctor. I told my doctor, you know, every time I fart, I get noises. You know, like when you're shagging someone's girl and then you start farting and then it starts making noise, it puts the girl off. I mean, no one wants to hear you fart. So it was an issue to me, so I told my doctor. Then he told me that the reason why I can't fart without making a noise is because I talk from the ass.